and gentlemen, we are back from Thanksgiving break. I hope everybody enjoyed the time with their family, but we are live down here at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for week number 3, Tater Chip Racing Series number 4, brought to you by Sweats Concrete, Farmington Towing. Down here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, you're going to have to save those tires. You're going to have to stop for fuel. You're going to have to watch your pit road speed. Make sure you're not speeding so you don't get a penalty. And are you going to make it in one stop, or are you going to make this a 2-stop race? Things you're going to have to think about here today, the 125 lap feature. And so far, points leader, Rick Thompson Jr. He's got a 5-point lead over Guptill. Last year's number 1 and number 2, they're at it again this year. We'll see if they'll be able to make it happen again today. Who is going to be the victor? Dan DeSantos, he's in 3rd place. Michael Saylor's in 4th. It's pretty tight group there at the top. Then you get back here and 12th on down, Childs, Cormier, Corey Robinson, Douglas, Mingo's right there, 18th place with 49 points. And then you're working your way down through. Not everybody made it both races. This is race number 3 down here at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's sunny, the sun's out. We're getting ready to go racing. We'll get the heat started here in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Earlier, this is brought to you by Sweats Concrete, Farmington Towing. On the pole for heat number 1, out of Mechanic Falls, the number 41, Austin Cook. Outside pole for heat number 1, driving the number 14, Ethan Guptill, last year's runner-up. Starting 3rd, the number 29, out of Farmington, that's Corey Robinson. Farmington Towing is his sponsor, so thank you, Farmington Towing. In the 4th position, out of Bangor, the son, Caden DeSanto, driving the number 87. And we have a newcomer this week, starting 5th. That is Nick Reberg, driving the number 51. In the 6th place position, that's Michael Saylor. Working your way back through, driving the number 16, the Trevor, the Arca Man Ward. He's back this week. Everyone's got to watch out for him. The number 48, that is Jason Levesque. Working the way back through the field, the number 22, Cody Billings. The number 12, out of Ellsworth, that's Matt Mingo. Last year's champion, driving the 70, out of Bridgeton, Rick Thompson Jr. And ringing up the end of the field, the number 4, Dylan Turner. These are going to be 15-lap heats, no cautions. Try to stay out of trouble. Got a good start so far, side by side. Ethan wants that 1st place position. He's all over the bumper of Cook. Diving to the inside. Going into turn 1. Side by side. Good battle here. First lap of the 15-lap heats. Side by side up front. Everybody else pretty much single file until you get to the back of the field. Saylor underneath the newcomer, Nick Reberg. plenty of room here. Michael Saylor out of Somerset, PA. Oh, and they get together. Nick bounces off the back stretch wall. Thompson Jr. checks up a little bit. Dylan runs into the back of him and gets him looped around. There is no cautions here, so everybody's got to get moving. As long as they can keep it rolling. And everybody is. Now everybody's single file. Probably got a little bit of damage on the bumper. Everyone's going to make the feature. These heat races, no caution, just to keep everything rolling. Ethan Guptill, Heat 1 leader so far. Austin Cook wants that first place. Caden DeSanto's right there. Robinson's all over the bumper. Caden runs over the turtles coming out of 3 and 4. Gets him sideways. That gives Robinson the opportunity to get underneath him. Side by side. Good racing here. Farmington towing. Number 29 on the inside. Caden DeSanto on the outside. Gonna make it work. It's gonna make that outside groove work. We'll see if in the feature that second groove keeps going. It's a great battle here. Ethan's running away up front. Cook's in second. And any one of these guys can get third. 6 laps to go. Robinson, DeSanto, Saylor, they're all right there. Ward's right behind Saylor. Just hoping these two get together. He looks comfortable. Trying to get that outside groove going. Ward bounces off the backstretch wall. Saylor doesn't know which way to go. Who's gonna go? Robinson moves up the track a little. DeSanto gives him room. But that means Saylor's gonna take the position now. Ethan Guptill, 3 laps to go. He's got a commanding lead over Cook. Looks like he might go on to victory here for heat number 1. Robinson's in third. Saylor, DeSanto side by side. Who's going to get the 4th place position? Coming to the white flag, this time by Ethan Guptill. Got a little bit of connection issues. Hopefully that doesn't continue into the feature. Guptill coming down the backstretch. Final lap, final corner. Guptill is going to go on to win heat number 1 down at South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Austin Cook second, Robinson third, Saylor in the 4th position. That was a good heat race. Good heat race number 1. We'll be right back with heat race number 2. Don't go anywhere. Are back for heat race number 2. On the pole, newcomer Kyle. He wins. Not sure if you pronounce it that way, but that's the way I would. Outside pole, The father, Dan DeSanto, driving the number 86. In the third position, out of Augusta, the number 21, G&E Roofing, Jeremy Douglas. In the fourth position, driving the number 11, that's Ryan Modry. Starting fifth, out of J, the number 27, that is Cole Watts. The number 43, Justin Gayu. Driving the number 28, out of Oxford, Maine, William Barker. Driving the number 97, out of Bridgeton, that's Brian Conover. Bringing up the rear, number 8, Ryan Keniston. And the number 11C, that's Cam Childs. We'll see if this heat race is just as good as the first heat race. This is brought to you by Sweats Concrete and Farmington Towing. This Tater Chip Racing Series, season number 4, race number 3, down here at Myrtle Beach. Coming to take the green, the newcomer, he wins. It's not the way you probably pronounce it, but I like it. Green's out. Everybody side by side. Cole Watts all over the bumper of Douglas. Douglas holding up the inside line. Watts trying not to make it go 3 wide. Good patience. Not sure if Douglas has an issue or not. Watts dives underneath on the inside. Douglas gets up in the marbles. That gives room for Barker to get underneath too. Now Douglas holding up the outside line. Everybody's trying to tiptoe around. Cam gets into Douglas. Gets spin. Conover, Keniston get together, but this is a heat race. There is no cautions. Everybody else is making it through. That just looked like Douglas and Childs got together. People were checking up and got spotted. Now we're going for the lead. Ryan Modry outside. The number 24 newcomer. DeSanto's trying to make it work on the outside. Watts he's been trying not to go 3 wide this whole race. It's like he's got a rocket ship underneath him. Good patience though. DeSanto, Gayu side by side. Watts just picking and choosing which way everyone's gonna go. He's going with the inside. He gets by DeSanto. Can DeSanto get in front of Barker? He does. He's in that second groove though. Barker's underneath. Watts looks comfortable in his car. Everybody single file through the front of this field. Modry. He's got almost a second lead. Ryan on board with DeSanto. Everybody's single file, trying to stay off the turtles. Gayu gets into the wall a little bit. That gives DeSanto the inside. Ewins bounces off the wall. Oh, they get together. He's gathering it up. Like I said, there's no cautions here. You just got to keep rolling. Mosley with a commanding lead right now, almost 2 seconds. Modry sitting 8th in points right now, season number 4. Gayu, Barker, Childs, DeSanto, Douglas bringing up the rear. Gonna have 2 laps to go next time by. Cam Childs currently running 4th. Modry gonna see the white flag next time by. Almost getting ready to lap Pennant in, but he was involved in an earlier spin. Sure, he will move out of the way if Modry gets up to him. And the race for second, Barker, Gayu. Is he going to be able to make the pass in time? No, Gayu holds second, Barker third. Childs in 4th, 5th, DeSanto. Ryan Modry is your winner. Heat race number 2. Don't get anywhere. The feature is next here down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And we just have one thing to say. Gentlemen, start your engine!
Thank you so much, kids. That is Beth Eden's 5th grade class out of Denver, Colorado. Starting on pole for the feature, Ethan Guptill. To his outside, that's Ryan Modry. 3rd place, the number 41, Austin Cook. 43 of Justin Gayu. Corey Robinson in the 29, William Barker in the 28, Michael Saylor in the 51, Cam Childs in the 11, Trevor the Arkerman Ward in the number 16, Dan DeSanto, Caden DeSanto, Douglas to his outside. Then in the number 4, that's Dylan Turner. Then he wins. Love that name. Then we got Matt Mingo in the 12, Brian Conover in the 97, Cody Billings in the 22, Keniston in the 8, and our points leader as of right now, Rick Thompson Jr. in the 70, Cole Watts to his outside in the 27, Jason Levesque. It's got a great group of guys here. Tater Chip Racing Series, season number 4, race number 3, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now the keys to this race. Save those tires. Gonna have to stop for fuel. Watch your pit road speed. And you're gonna make this in 1 stop, or you're gonna make it in 2. There's gonna be some pit stop strategies that come into play, I'm sure, today. Rick Thompson Jr. did that a couple weeks ago at Oxford. Went on to win. Like I said, points as of right now. Rick Thompson Jr., 82 points. Ethan Guptill, 77. He's right there. Is it tight group at the top 10? Only 2 weeks in. Not sure what's going to happen tonight, but it's going to be a good one. Week number 3, Tater Chip Racing Series, Season 4. Got to thank Farmington Towing. Thank you very much. Sweats Concrete, thank you very much. Couldn't do it without all the support. Also need to thank Race Control, Caleb Willett. Thank you very much. And we are almost ready for the feature, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Drivers are taking the field now. Top 3 from last week are going to the rear, and lucky number 8 was drawn. Top 8 to the rear. What does this mean now? Who's got the pole? Trevor, the Archer man, Ward, in the number 16, has now got the pole. And now to his outside, driving the number 86, Dan DeSanto. Front row has completely changed. Dan DeSanto in the 86 is now outside pole. It's gonna get crazy here. Caden DeSantos out of Bangor. He's starting third now. To his outside, driving the number 21, Jeremy Douglas. Dylan Turner is now going to be starting 5th. Gonna go one more lap, one more to green. A strong field of 23 drivers. Rick Thompson Jr. is leading the points as of right now. Ethan Guptill, he's in 2nd. And in the number 87, Caden DeSanto, he's in 3rd place so far in the points and starting 3rd. So this is going to be a good race. We're going to see what happens. Down here, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for race number 3 of Tater Chip Racing Series, brought to you by Sweats Concrete and Farmington Towing. Got to thank both of those sponsors. Couldn't do it without you guys. We have one more lap before we go green at 125 laps. Last couple races have had their share of cautions. We're hoping tonight's race has less. We'll see what happens here. Coming to take the green, Trevor Ward, Dan DeSanto. Green's out. Two by two. Douglas and DeSanto get together. And there's a parking lot in turn number 2. Didn't even make it a lap. Everybody's got some damage out here in the back. Let's see what happened. Going up through the gears. Douglas on the outside. Second groove. They just touch. Tires rub. Mayhem ensues for the whole field. That's too bad. We'll get this cleaned up. We'll be right back. Some people had to go to the pit, get some damage repaired. We'll see if we get a better start now. 2 by 2, Ward, DeSanto, Douglas, Conover, front 4, coming to take the green. Ward gets a good jump. DeSanto files in behind him. Everyone's trying to tiptoe around. Get single file, as this is a long race. 125 laps. Didn't start off great, but we'll see if it gets better. Cole Watts out of J, currently 8th. Right behind the newcomer. Everyone's stringing out pretty good. Billings on the outside. Watts, he was fast in the first heat. Was going to make it 3 wide a couple times, but he knows he can't. He's got a fast race car. He gets by Billings. Sailor gets by Billings. Billings moves up a groove. Opens the door for Robinson. Just trying to get heat in the tires. Guptill underneath Douglas. Guptill moves up to 4th. He was fast last week as well. See what he's got here for tonight. He was having some friction issues in the heat. Hopefully it doesn't continue on in here in the feature. And our points leader, Rick Thompson Jr., underneath Cam Childs. Trying to tiptoe his way up through the field. That's for the 11th position right there, out of Bridgeton. Everybody's single file pretty much. Conover wants the 2nd position, battling with DeSanto. Moves to his inside. DeSanto scrapes the wall. That's going to open the door for Guptill. Guptill's right there. Guptill still has some connection issues. Sorry about that. He's in the 4th position. Single file through mid-pack. Riding on board of the number 16, which is number 17 on his car, Nick Reberg, newcomer. Holding his line just fine. Watts underneath Douglas. Watts was fast in the heat. He's moving his way up through. Sailor's gonna follow. Douglas in the outside groove. Make sure he leaves plenty of room. He's had some issues with his car tonight. Sailor just trying to get underneath, take the position away. Douglas holds his own on the outside. Sailor settles in. He was always quick out of 3 and 4. Trying to make it work. Rick Thompson Jr., our points leader. 9th position. Robinson in the Farmington Towing, number 29. Top 10 position. He's doing good tonight. Trying to follow the points leader up through the field. Staying out of trouble. Making sure he doesn't use up his tires too much. He's on the inside of Douglas. "20 laps complete." Douglas way high. Up in the marbles. Not sure what's going on with the car. That That's going to open the door for everybody. Mingo's going to jump underneath. Oh, and they get together. Billings gets turned around. Let's see what happened here on the backstretch. Douglas in the outside groove. Get together with Mingo. Right on board with Mingo. Douglas and Mingo get together. Stacks up Billings and Modry. Hopefully there's no damage to them. We'll be back. Try to make these quick cautions. Want to get back to some racing. Thank you Farmington Towing and Sweats Concrete. 26 laps complete. Feature at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Had a couple cautions so far. Gotta remember, save those tires. Gonna have to stop for fuel. No one stopped yet. We're only 26 laps in. See if we can get a good green flag run here. So now, with the restart on the front row, Trevor, the Arkerman Ward, and Brian Conover, followed by Guptill and DeSanto right on them. See if we can get a good green flag run here, get some laps under us. Green's out. Ward gets a jump. Pulling away from Conover. Guptill underneath Conover. Now Nick Reberg underneath Conover. Conover didn't have a good start at all. I don't know if he's got some rubber on those tires. He's in that outside groove. It's all over the second groove. Hopefully he doesn't have some damage. Watts. He wants to follow. Number 27, Cole Watts, underneath Brian Conover. Side by side, then Saylor and DeSanto's right there. Good battle back there. We got a challenge for the lead. Ethan Guptill moves around Trevor Ward. Still early, only 30 laps in. Does Ward want to fight with him or ride behind him for a few laps? Cole Watts still isn't able to make the pass on Conover. Saylor's right there, wanting to hurry up. Who's he going to go with? Conover, Watts. It's good side by side. Rick Thompson Jr., he's right there. He's our points leader. Everybody's settling in now. A few cars in the back of the field have some damage. Coming into today's race, Rick Thompson Jr. has got a 5-point lead. Driving the SpongeBob racing suit. When it's ride with your favorite driver night, he's very popular with the kids. Underneath Mike Saylor, battling for the 6th position. Austin Cook in the number 41 out of Mechanic Falls. He's up in the top 7. He's had a good run. Driving an EPI car. DeSanto still in that outside groove, trying to make it work. Him and Modry get together. Gayu, Levesque go underneath, trying to get by. DeSanto probably has some damage from the earlier cautions that we had. That right front is showing. Levesque battling for the 12th position with Gayu. He's got a little bit of right front damage. The spin with Douglas and DeSanto on lap 1 really messed the rest of the field up. I'm sure everyone's got a little bit of damage on. We are single file, 40 laps in to a 125 lap race. Who's saving the tires? Who's just going all out? Guptill with a commanding lead. Him and Cook are running away. Actually, Ward's in second. Then Reberg is in third. Modry back here in the 10th position, trying to get past Robinson. Everybody settled in here pretty good. Rick Thompson Jr. last 2 weeks finished first and finished 5th. He's riding in the 6th position right now. Guptill last week finished 4th, and Oxford finished 7th. He's got a good lead going on. Tiptoe his way around DeSanto. DeSanto gives him plenty of room. Gives the whole field plenty of room. DeSanto, the first car on the lap down. Lucky dogs are in play, so if a caution comes out, he'll be all right. Nick Reberg currently running third. Newcomer to Tater Chip Racing. He's holding his own. He'll be just fine. Race Control just wants clean drivers. He doesn't care if you're fast or if you think you're going to win, as long as you go out here and race each other how you want to be raced. Modry up to the 9th position. All over the bumper of Cook. Modry's got a little bit of damage in the right front from when he got into Billings back on lap 25. Rick Thompson Jr. sitting 6th. Michael Saylor all over him. Gotta be easy. Coming down the front stretch. Saylor moves up the track. Cook underneath. Modry got enough to get under there and follow suit. Modry currently running 9th. Got 2 good race car drivers right in front of him. Saylor moves up the track. Don't want to get your tires in the marbles. Got to get them cleaned off. Robinson wants to follow Modry. Lap 50 is in the books. Modry, Saylor, side by side. Robinson's right there. This is the battle. Guptill's got a 2.5 lead over Ward. Modry just hugging that inside line. He's really good in 3 and 4. Little bit of connection issues there. Like I said, he just hugs that inside line, 3 and 4. Cook trying to do the crossover move. He makes it. He's on his inside. Ooh, they touch a little bit coming down the backstretch, going into 3 and 4. Modry's much better on the inside. We'll see if he can handle it on the outside. Robinson and Cook beating and banging down the backstretch, side by side. Robinson's trying to make the outside groove work. Cook moves up the track. They get together. Sailor has to go down pit road to avoid it. Cook and Robinson were racing hard side by side. Let's see what happened. Just looks like Robinson ran out of racetrack. Cook started drifting up the track. Let's see from inside of Robinson. In the outside lane. Flood as the gas. Good hard racing. We'll be right back. And we are back. Lap 56, under caution. Who is going to come to pit road? Guptill stays out. Ward stays out. It looks like majority of the rest of the field is coming to pit road. Lap 56, now 57. Modry's into pit. He's taking right sides at least. Rick Thompson Jr., he pit. Modry only took right sides. Now Guptill's in the pit. He decided everyone else is pitting. He's probably smart just to come now. Gayu pit. Sailor, we'll be back. We are back. Race number 3 of the Tater Chip Racing Series. Pretty much everybody pit either on lap 56 or lap 57. Coming to the one to go now. We have a new leader. The number 48, Levesque. His outside, Reberg, newcomer. Number 97, Brian Conover, he's in third. We'll see how Jason and Nick handle the front row. Coming to take the green with lap 60, almost halfway. Green's out. Rick Thompson Jr. currently sitting in 5th. Everybody going up through the gears, getting settled in. Got a battle for the lead. Ooh, got a spin back here. Coming out of 3 and 4. Looked like Michael Saylor was involved. Cautions create cautions. Oh, look. Guptill had technical difficulties. He was gone for a little bit. All right, we'll get this squared away and we'll be back. Try to make these quick cautions, but it gives us time to thank our sponsors, Farmington Towing, Sweats Concrete. Thank you both very much. Tater Chip Racing Series, race number 3, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Jason Levesque, Nick Reberg on the front row. Watson Conover right there. They want it. Levesque gets a good jump. Good start. Watts wants to follow. Mingo trying to tiptoe around the outside. It's been really good on the outside. Trying not to make it go 3 wide. Has to let up. That gives Ward the opportunity to get by. Good hard racing here. Trying to give each other room. Instead of causing an accident, trying to go 3 wide. Rick Thompson, Trevor Ward going at it. Ward underneath Conover. Past halfway. Tires maybe going away. People thinking about making a second stop. Trevor the Arca Man gets past Conover. Let's go for Mingo. Conover back underneath Ward. Levesque hard left into pit road. Making a green flag stop. Ryan Modry working back up through the field. Underneath Ward. Sailor wants to follow. He'll settle in. Got about 55 laps left of this 125 at Tater Chip Racing Series down here at Myrtle Beach. Michael Saylor last week with a 10th place finish. Back at Oxford, 3rd place. So he's right there in the points. Top 5. His last pit, lap 56. These guys are putting on a great show down here. Long green flags run. Saving those tires. Still out front, Nick Reberg. He last pit, lap 56. Most of the guys did it. That caution we had. Cole Watts, same, lap 56. Looking for a top 5 finish today. And our leader, our point leader, Rick Thompson, 3rd place. Brian Conover is in 4th. Last pit at that lap 56 caution. Matt Mingo in the top 5. Ryan Modry, like I said, working his way back up through the field. Billings is out of the pit, staying low of everybody. Modry underneath Mingo. Going into 1 and 2. Trevor the Arca Man trying to follow. Easy on that throttle. He looks comfortable. Not a lot of movement on that wheel. Everybody pretty much single file. Mingo up the track a little. Leaving the door open. Good green flag run here. Laps are ticking off. Modry trying to get underneath Conover. All over the rear bumper. Coming up on lap 80 of this 125 feature, Myrtle Beach. Nick Reberg, Cole Watts, Rick Thompson Jr. are top three. DeSanto hanging in there. 8th place. Rick Thompson Jr., our points leader out of Bridgeton, currently running in the top 5. People might be thinking about green flag pit stops if this is going to continue green. Or do you try to make it? Like I said, most of these guys pit on lap 56. Can be done. And Ethan Guptill, currently running 9th, working his way back up through the field. He had connection issues earlier. He was one of the drivers that pit on that pit 50 or the lap 57 of that caution, taking the tail end of the field. So he's working his way back up through. He's sitting 2nd in points. He had a 4th place finish last week and 7th when at Oxford. Corey Robinson, Farmington Towing, number 29. He's got a top 10 run going. William Barker just out of 10th place. He's working his way up through. Up here in the lead, Nick Reberg. Almost a 2-second lead over Watts. Modry, top 3. Trevor Ward's getting by Conover. Next on his hit list, our points leader, Rick Thompson Jr. Must be thinking to himself, it's time to go. All over the bumper of Thompson. Dives to the inside. Thompson shuts the door. Trying to stay off the rear bumper. But he wants a position. Goes for it. Oh, they touch. Thompson Jr. moves up the track. Trevor the Arcaman uses his bumper. Currently in the 4th position. I don't think this is over. Rick Thompson Jr. right there in 5th. Wearing his SpongeBob driving suit. Ride with your favorite driver. He's very popular with the kids. We're closing in to 100 laps of this 125 feature. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Rick Thompson Jr., Conover, Mingo, all right there, battling for 5th. Conover wants the inside. Mingo's been really strong on the outside. He scraped the wall just a little. He's been really strong on the outside today. Conover can't make this stick. He does. Mingo's going to the outside. He's got a really good run off. He's got that car dialed in now. He was quick in the heat race. And now with this long green flag run, he's making that second groove work. DeSanto wants to follow him. DeSanto gets by Conover. Side by side with our points leader. They're both all over the track. They're staying off each other, side by side. DeSanto fluttering the gas. Can't decide if he wants to go with Mingo or Thompson. He's going to try it. Rick Thompson shuts the door. DeSanto staying off, leaving the gap for Cook. Austin. Cook is right there. Matt Mingo takes away the 5th spot. Now them battling side by side. It brings in DeSanto and Cook. Can Cook make the outside work? Out of Mechanic Falls, Austin Cook, currently running 12th. Now wants to follow DeSanto underneath our points leader. Got to watch those turtles. Make sure it doesn't kick your car sideways. Rick Thompson Jr. is going to file in behind. Only 20, coming on 25 laps to go. Can Rick Thompson catch back up to these guys? Had a long green flag run. Are people going to need to pit? Can they make it work? DeSanto and Mingo side by side. Oh, and they get together. Cook runs into the back of DeSanto, gets DeSanto sideways. That's too bad. That was some good hard racing there. See exactly what happened. DeSanto was underneath Mingo. Cook coming in hot. DeSanto runs into the turtles. Checks it, runs into the back of Rick Thompson Jr. and Cook was in the gas. See from DeSanto's point of view. Yeah, it just gets into the rear bumper and Cook gets DeSanto turned around. We'll get this cleaned up. Don't go anywhere. This is going to get crazy. And we're back. Pit stops. Who's going to come? Who's going to take fuel? Who's going to take right sides? Let's see. Our leader, Nick Reberg, is in the pit. First one to come. Watts comes. Modry is going to stay out. Ward comes. Mingo's on pit road. Corey Robinson is staying out. Looks like we have 2 takers staying out. This is gonna get interesting. Don't forget, next week, December 10th, down at Southern National, North Carolina. That's gonna be a good race too. And then we're gonna finish it off before the Christmas break on the 17th. Everybody making their pit stops here. We'll be back. Gotta thanks Farmington Towing and Sweats Concrete. Thank you guys both. We are here with under 20 laps to go with Ryan Modry, Corey Robinson on the front row. Both last pit was lap 56. And then in the second row, Trevor the Arca Man just made a pit stop along with Watts. Fresh tires. Who's gonna get them? Modry gets a huge jump. Ward following. Mingo underneath Robinson. Will the fresh tires prevail? Ward all over Modry. Corey Robinson stuck on the outside. Scrapes the wall. He's got to be thinking to himself, I should have pit. Modry gets a good enough jump. Him and Ward are running away. Guptill moving his way up through. Has to let off the gas, get back into it underneath Robinson. Guptill trying for fifth, and he gets fifth. Side by side with Robinson. Caution waves again. 15 laps to go. Austin Cook back in the back of the... Oof, runs into the back of Gayu. Gayu on the outside of Levesque. Oh, Levesque bounces off the inside wall, and Cook just gets into the back of Gayu. Gets him spun around. This 125 lap feature down at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is almost with 10 laps to go. Who saved those tires? Everybody's got enough fuel to make the rest of the way. A couple people on older tires. Bunch of people on new fresh tires. Modry and Ward, front row. Mingo, Conover on the second row. Modry gets another big jump. Mingo wants to follow. Guptill's right there in the top 5 now. Going for third. Guptill's got the position. And he's got his connection issues. Watts and Ward banging off of each other. Ward gets a little squirrely. He moves up the track. Conover gets tagged in the rear. He gets moved out of the way. Everybody with 10 laps to go, it's ready to go. Let's go. Get out of the way. Rick Thompson Jr., our points leader. 8th place. Trying to underneath Conover. Michael Saylor. Cam Childs, he's right there. Eight laps to go and the caution waves again. Cautions create cautions. But it's been a heck of a race. Here we're riding on board with Levesque. Cook underneath Barker, who's already underneath Robinson. Cook was making it 3 wide, and let's see, let's get a closer look here. Yeah, 3 wide is not going to work. Then he gets into the turtles, and Levesque gets into the back of him. Billings has nowhere to go. I hope you have enjoyed this race. We're going to have 6 laps to go. This 125 feature down at Myrtle Beach. Modry, Mingo, Guptill, Watts. Modry on old tires. This is going to be a great finish here. Ward's right there. Riding on board with Nick Reberg in the outside, trying to make it work. He gets past Ward. Ward's not giving up. Guptill's got his little connection issues. He's in second. Watts wants third. He's underneath Mingo for third. Going to be coming to 3 laps to go. Modry, Guptill, Watts, your top 3. Our points leader in 4th. Ooh, Ward all over each other. Reberg and Ward all over. Thompson wants to take advantage. Rick Thompson Jr. underneath Ward. He moves up to 6. Coming to 2 to go. This is it. Top 5 cars, single file. Ward and Thompson is not done. They are side by side. Coming to take the white. Everybody gets into mayhem ensues in the back. White flag is out. It's a race to the finish. Rick Thompson Jr. in 6. Ryan Modry, Ethan Guptill, Watts. Watts underneath Guptill. Coming to the checkered. And it's Guptill. Ryan Modry takes the win at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Ethan Guptill 2nd. Cole Watts 3rd. Modry on old tires. Last time he pit was lap 56. Able to make the tires stick when it counted. Led 25 laps today. Ethan Guptill finishes 2nd. He had 28 laps led. And Cole Watts rounding out your top 3. Let's see if we can go down to victory lane and talk to these guys.
Alrighty, folks, we are down here in the Tater Chip Racing Series victory lane. 3rd tonight, bringing it home, Cole Watts. How do you think you got up to the top 3 tonight?
I think mainly just tires, really. Well, I guess I can't really say that because Ryan took tires before us and he won. So I guess I don't really know. Just patience, I guess.
Yeah, looking at it here, Ethan actually turned the fastest lap of the race, but Ryan was actually not even close to the fastest car. How do you think the tire preservation and holding off for them tires, or taking them so early, worked for him?
I'm really not sure because I felt like he was pushing quite a bit, and they held on. So I don't really know how that worked for him. I know a lot of us didn't take tires till like 105-ish, and I don't know how he did it so early.
How do you like seeing these? There was longer runs here tonight. How do you like seeing them longer runs compared to short runs?
The long runs were great. I mean, I felt like the car I felt like it slowly got better, and then eventually it just fell flat on its face. But part of it, I guess, racing the late model stocks.
Absolutely. Any sponsors or anything you'd like to thank on your top 3 run tonight?
Yeah, I just got to thank Burgess Motorsports. It's just the family race team. And I got to thank all my buddies in the other call. Got to thank everyone else here for racing me clean, and I got to thank you for putting it on.
Well, there you have it. Cole Watts, your number 3 finisher here tonight. Moving on to your 2nd place, and no stranger to the Tater Chip victory lane, or winner's circle, if you want to call it, Ethan Guptill. Ethan, how did your race go tonight?
It was quite exciting. Had to work my way up through the pack, had to conserve tires. It was almost like playing chess. Very strategic getting up through the field, but I made it happen.
Now, we saw you tonight with some connection issues. What's going on there? That's a little new for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's really changed. I'm on the shop internet, not the house internet, so nothing else is on it.
Now, seeing Ryan run that long of laps with taking his tires early, do you think that's something we're going to see change here in the Tater Chip series, or you think it's still going to be a who can take their tires last and get up through the field first?
I mean, it's always been that way, but I honestly think it's gonna stay that way. Obviously, depending on the race. I was fortunate enough to save my tires enough that when I went into the pits, to just take fuel at like lap 60 or 70, my right front was at 72%, so I still had quite a bit left on it. I know other people didn't, so I think it's still gonna happen, yes, but all depends on the race.
Any sponsors or anything you'd like to thank on your top two finish here?
Oh yeah, quite a few. I gotta thank Turn 4 Automotive, Rockingham Boat, OB Builders, Roy's All Steak Hamburgers, and Gupta Motorsports for providing me a bunch of rides to drive.
All right, guys, there is Ethan Guptill, second here tonight at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And your number one, your victor tonight, Ryan Modry. Ryan, how's it feel to bring home your first Tater Chip win?
Feels pretty good. I really didn't expect it tonight. Uh, I don't know. The car was just on a rail the whole time. It's not like I was conserving very much. It just seemed like it never fell off. I noticed I was running a different line than everyone else. On 3 and 4, I was like, the closer I got to the wall, the better it rotated off the corner. I don't know if that was the difference or what.
Yeah, I did see and notice that you were running a kind of a different line there. I was curious if it was actually going to burn the right front or save it more, but clearly it was saving it more. You think you think these other tracks are going to end up being this way with this new tire package that iRacing has given us, or do you think it's going to go back to kind of a different way and be back to racing tires?
Uh, I think most of the tracks it will stay the same. I know this track's pretty unique. It's kind of a weird shape to it. And yeah, I don't know.
Any sponsors or anything you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Bruce Coulter Carpentry and S&R Machine. And that's about it.
Alrighty, guys, there you have it. Ryan Modry bringing home your win tonight in the 125 lap feature here at the Tater Chip Racing Series at Myrtle Beach Speedway.